So Halloween's tomorrow, guys.
Crazy.
Have you ever celebrated it?
What do you mean by celebrate it?
Like, I don't know, like gotten into it, dressed up.
I've gone to like the Fright Nights.
Oh yeah, I love those.
They're
At, like,
so cool.
Dream World, Movie World.
I've never done those ones.
Oh.
I've just done the Fright Night. It's actually called Fright Night.
Where? What is it?
And it's like, it's in the
thought they
Gold Coast. And it's like houses that are made.
I think that's at Dream World and Movie World.
No, there's another one in the Gold Coast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Dream World and Movie World are on the Gold Coast.
No, but this one's like the Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
Not like 50% Gold Coast, 50% Brisbane.
Okay.
Bang smack in the middle of the Gold Coast.
Okay.
And they put like houses there.
Oh,
like they
fun.
make houses,
Yeah.
and you got to walk through the house, and like things jump out at you in the house from the cupboards, from the mirrors.
Is
and
it
all that
actually
stuff.
scary?
It is so scary.
Oh my God.
I remember one
I
year.
want to take the kids there.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually really scary. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh,
One year, I remember it wasn't last year, the year before. I went through this whole house and I was like, oh, nothing's fazing me. This is easy as. Like the boys were like filming me because they went first. And then at the end of the house, when you walk out, like you think, oh yeah, like it's all done. I walked out so confident, like, oh yeah, nothing scared me there. And then there's like this guy with a chainsaw and they starts it up and he starts chasing you as you leave the house. And I kid you not, I got on video, I shit myself and I ran out of the park.
Yeah.
Like out of the park where it was.
See,
so I'll probably
I
do that
hate
again.
Jump scares. Like, you know, when you're watching a like a scary movie, will you always like bite your tongue or like grit your teeth so you're not like like you don't get a jump scare? Because it's when it's
like you hold tightly or something.
Yeah, like
yeah,
I like clench so
Yeah.
I'm not like freaked out.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's when it's least expected.
Oh yeah.
And
that's why horror movies don't really scare me, but thrillers do.
Yeah, I love thrillers.
Yeah.
Because it's so unexpected.
Yeah. That's
But I
so
feel
true.
like I've seen enough of them now that I'm like, I was expecting that.
It was coming. Do
It
you know
was
what
always
aggravates
coming.
me about horror movies and all that sort of stuff as well? It's like the actors, they just do the stupidest shit. And I'm just like, why go back in there? Why do that? Like, you know, you're like, where's your
know.
brain? Like,
It's
get in the
not real.
And I tell myself things like, just get in the car and start it and leave, or just do something like that, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's frustrating.
Horrors are pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. I actually started watching that one that's trending now.
The Monster?
The Monster.
Yes. Oh, how crazy is
my
he?
God.
That poor thing just got traumatized
Yeah.
from birth.
If you guys haven't seen it yet, you definitely need to watch. I think it's called The Monster on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. And it's like green writing, but it's the
Yeah.
story of the chainsaw massacre guy.
Chainsaw Massacre is based on that same guy that this
Yes.
show is also based off.
Yes.
And he is absolutely mental.
But it's the story of his life.
yes.
But I'm like, yeah, he was traumatized.
He was so, that's the
And
definition of trauma. Like that was the definition of
100%.
trauma.
How's his mom like full saying to his face, like, don't touch another woman because you'll burden them with the child.
Yes.
I was like,
How
oh my
tapped
God.
is that?
And he just wanted to just please his mum, the poor thing.
Yeah, and then when his mother dies,
Oh,
he just
just
goes
sets-
AWOL.
Sets her dead body up and just speaks to her and tells everyone she's still alive. He had bad schizophrenia.
Yeah, really bad.
Real
but
bad.
you should watch it. I think it's a great watch.
Yeah, it is actually. What episode are you up to?
3.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm more in depth than you are.
Yeah, I just started last night, binge 3 episodes back to back. I was like, this is mental.
It gets good. It gets
Yeah.
good. Yeah, definitely watch that. I always take the boys trick-or-treating. Like, I love it. I feel like they
Do you
have...
dress them up and stuff?
Yeah, I've gotten a bit lazy with the looks. I'm like, far out. I would spend like $500 getting the whole family like looks and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like
What are you doing this year? Just putting pillowcases over their head and pretend they're ghosts?
I'm like, I don't know, but I haven't organized anything. I'll probably just go into like Kmart and get some.
Yeah.
And then I could just maybe put a wig on and just find something in my cupboard to do. Cause
Just get that pink one on you wore last week. That was scary enough.
horrific. Yeah. That's so scary. But I
Oh.
want to do like blood and guts because normally I do like really polished looks.
Mm.
So I'm like, let's do something really fun.
I wish sometimes I lived in America for Halloween
I
because I
know.
feel like everyone in America just goes absolutely mental with it.
They
like the
do.
parties, the looks, like they just like it's like a massive event.
I know.
for,
I
for
would
Americans,
love to go to America one year. Maybe when my boys are older
innit? Mm.
and they don't actually shit themselves because they're not going to be. But they're into really scary stuff like me. They love
Really?
it. I love thrillers and like just scary. I've always been into like spooky shit and they're
Yeah.
the same. So I'll go over there one year and celebrate it with them. But even with our house, I'm like, once we finally get the renos done, I really want to like dress it up like for one
Proper Halloween.
yeah,
there.
proper Halloween. But then I'm like, but then I'm gonna have like Imagine if I put my address out and I'm like, come get your candy. That would be funny. Right before we move, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll do that. 100%, and just get like endless amounts of candy. I'd have to get some sponsorships on board to pay for it.
Yeah, just buckets and buckets of just
Just
sweets.
like it probably costs like $3,000 to get enough.
Yeah, probably
maybe
even more. Yeah, for sure.
100%. All right, that's gonna happen, guys. Not this year. Stay tuned though.
Yeah, Halloween. So what are you gonna do? Just trick or treating with the kids?
Yeah, I'll just take the boys trick or treating. That's always lots of fun.
Do the boys watch horror movies and stuff with you then? Yeah.
No, I don't let them watch like. They're obsessed with it but they have not seen it.
Oh, the clown. Is that the clown one?
Yeah, the clown one. That's actually pretty scary. What is a good age to let your kids start watching that?
I think it says on the actual movies.
Oh, yes. Okay, right.
I don't really understand the ratings. I know it's just like 18, but I think there's ones that's like, there's other random letters and sometimes I'm just like, what does that mean?
M-A.
Yeah, what's that? I thought it was like the PG or 18. I don't know the middle ones.
Isn't M plus 15? I know little kids who've seen the movie It and they're Forest age, like 7. God, the world's getting corrupt.
Oh my God.
It's getting so corrupt.
I thought PG meant like it's PG. You can watch it as a kid.
Like 13. Wait, no. So if they watched it with me.
Oh, so you can watch a horror movie with them as long as you're with them.
Yeah. So but how crazy that a 7-year-old's watched It. How are they sleeping? They'd have so much anxiety.
Yeah.
The world is just so messed up at the moment. Everyone's just got so much trauma and we're just breeding a world of trauma. Do you have any traumas?
I don't know. I definitely do. But I just don't know what they are. But obviously I have traumas and some of my behaviors that I do are probably a result of these traumas, but being aware of what they are is a whole new thing.
See, I think I was traumatized in school by being like singled out. I feel like I have a lot of trauma from school and like being like the naughty one or the one who was like not normal or I would always be getting into trouble, but it was for things that like triggered me, like with bright lights. Like I have the weirdest thing with like down lights, like they trigger me. And whenever I go somewhere, I'm always like, oh, can we like, I will mess around with people's lighting.
You did today?
Yes. I was like, can we like change the lighting? Like I'm so weird about lighting. And that's why I'd always wear a hat into the classroom and I'd get into trouble about it all the time. But I'm like, but you don't know why I'm doing that. It's not to piss you off or to be naughty. It's because I got trauma and I just don't like bright lights.
Just like in the back of your brain, not even realizing that you just like automatic response is like, oh, can we change the lights?
Yeah. So I think we definitely need to learn more about that because it's like, why are kids doing that? Like, yeah, a teacher's probably like, that's naughty, but it may not be naughty. Like it might not be a naughty behavior.
Yeah. But I feel like as well, some traumas can like make you, like you can benefit a lot from them too, right?
Okay, well, yeah, I don't think I've benefited from
like,
any
for
of my
example, like
traumas.
when I was younger, like when I was playing rugby and stuff, I always had like the skinniest legs in the world. And everyone used to take the piss out of my legs, call them like toothpick legs and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that made me just like train legs. And like now I've got crazy legs. I'm like, yeah, thanks for that. Because that's worked well.
You still do have very skinny legs.
Yeah, the calves.
No, but they're muscular.
Yeah, muscular, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So there's like little things like that, you know?
You know what? Actually, I agree with that. Like trauma can better you, but like, yeah, it's going to hurt when you're going through it.
Yeah.
But it will better you. That's like me, how I'm thinking with like a breakup. I'm like, okay, I know it's going to make you vomit at the time, but like you might have a glow up.
Yeah.
Like you might.
Oh, everyone has a glow up after a breakup.
And you'll be a better mom and you'll be more independent and everything. Like I'm like, I will get better, but it's just like that fear of like pushing through the pain and the trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what would be fun if we brought a therapist onto the pod?
I was about to say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we actually did like a therapy session on the pod.
That would be so cool.
So good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
Because they can, like, good psychology stuff can actually tell you, okay, what, like, for example, like with my commitment issues that I've pretty much had my whole life. Obviously, I've got a grasp to it now.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot better at it.
But you wouldn't know why you have that.
No, I know, but a psychologist might be able to, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So it would be fascinating, yeah.
Yeah,
because that's probably
that.
I've definitely got a trauma somewhere that's happened in my life, maybe from a child or something, that's made me have commitment issues. You know? Maybe. Not just in relationships, just anything in general. Like having to like, because I could like say for example, like could be a weekend. Oh, sorry, it could be a weekday and the boys could be like, all right, let's go for a steak on the weekend, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm keen as, I'm so keen. Then the weekend comes, the moment of, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to go and get a steak because like I've got to.
Planned?
Yeah, it's planned.
I cannot with the plan.
Yeah, somebody needs to dissect this brain and tell me why I have these thoughts and feelings.
It's definitely sounding like ADHD, but yeah, but they have gotten a lot more information now on ADHD and why we do certain things and all of that, which is really good. But if we got to the bottom of our traumas and why we do certain things, but wouldn't it be cool to realize what made your brain be like, nah, opposite, like the exact time and moment in your life that triggered you to just
it's like almost like it flicks a switch in your brain to be like, okay, from this point onwards now I'm going to behave this type of way.
Yeah, like what actually damaged you? What happened? Yeah. Like I would love to know. The only traumas I can think about was like one, I think, is rejection, and it would be like, or not abandonment, but I would say like, rejection was when my dad would used to come and pick me up, and he was a smoker, and he would always have the windows up and drop me home at like 4 a.m. in the morning. So he'd like pick me up, put me in the car, I'd be half asleep, it was freezing cold. And then he would smoke in the car with the windows up, and I'd be like, Dad, can you please wind the windows down? Like I can't breathe. And he's like, you'll be right. So I'm like, I think that's one of my big traumas of like people not listening to my needs. Yeah. I think really triggers me. Yeah.
Now come to think about it, I think I do have little traumas that like, it doesn't like push me over the edge, but like makes me feel type of ways. Like for example, when I see kids, especially in the Gold Coast, you know those bikes that everyone's going on the bikes now in the Gold Coast?
Like
you
electric
yeah, they're like, but then they're actually like push bikes, but they like look like motorbikes, but they're electric.
Yeah.
And they drive them on the roads and stuff.
Yeah, that's so dangerous.
Yeah, and then you see people with like 2 or 3 on the back of them and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, that makes me feel so uncomfortable because growing up, me and my sister obviously roughly the same age, so we'd like have the same group of friends and stuff. And one time, like as a joke, my sister's friends stuff all like jumped on this bike. So somebody on the handlebars, my sister was riding the bike, there's somebody on the back of the bike, and they were just like around. And then the bike fell, they crashed, and the bike fell, and everyone fell on top of my sister. Ooh. And my sister is like very, what's the word? Like extra.
Resilient?
Like, no, she's like, what's the word? Like dramatic. Yeah, dramatic.
Like me, she
dramatic? Chips a nail, world's ending.
Yeah,
mental,
that's like
right?
me and Bear.
So then like when the bike crashed, obviously she was just like screaming, and everyone was like, oh, like, it's just my sister, it's Ali.
She actually did hurt herself.
She was in so much pain. I was like, Ali, you be all right. Like, you be fine. Like, whatever. And then I was like, getting to the point, I was like, she's actually really, really sore you. Like, I think I need to call my mother. I called my mother, and my mother was like, oh, nah, she'd be okay. Like, she's all right. And my dad was like, oh, actually, I better go and have a look.
Cry wolf.
Yeah. Luckily, my dad came, took her to hospital. She broke her pelvis and her hip at the same time in 3 different places. She was paralyzed for a year.
Oh my
Had to
God.
change the whole house to make sure she could live downstairs in the living room because she couldn't go upstairs. Oh. And now to this day, I feel like that is a trauma because when I see people on bikes in the Gold Coast now, I'm like, I get like anxiety almost because I'm like, oh, like that would be trauma, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's trauma.
That's trauma.
I've got a story like that too. And I saw like this young kid on the road the other day, and he was doing like a full, what do you call it? When
a wheelie.
He was
a bunny hop.
He was on one wheel, like
riding. Wheeling in, yeah.
And I was like to the boys, I'm like, that is so dangerous. I'm like, that is just not okay. But I used to use my boyfriend, the guy I was dating at the time, I would use his moped to drive, like to get around because I didn't have a license. So I'm driving around on a moped. I don't have a license for a moped or a car, let alone a car. And it was raining one day, and I was driving from his to mine, and I went around a corner and full slid out under it and like badly hurt myself. It was like, I just like got off and was like, oh, got back on the bike and kept going. But like now when I see that, I'm like, that is so dangerous. And my first ever boyfriend who I was dating, he actually died in a motorbiking accident.
Wow.
And he had a helmet on and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, that gives me so much trauma.
Yeah.
Because I'm like...
The word trauma is obviously thrown around a lot in this day and age. It really has. And I do feel like there's levels to it. I feel like we could have like hundreds, if not thousands of like traumas.
Yeah, but it's like levels.
Like different degrees. But I feel like the ones that are like really bad are like that guy in that monster show, for example. Like his trauma is like so bad that like his behaviors are extreme. I feel like you can get traumas that are like nowhere near as bad, but your behaviors do change, but just slightly. So it's like not that noticeable, but you definitely have like different thought patterns and that sort of thing, you know?
100%. And like different things. But I feel like I've learnt from mine a little bit. Do you feel like
you should learn from your traumas, I reckon.
But not everyone does.
Yeah.
AKA Chainsaw Massacre, digging up dead bodies and making cups of tea with them and shit, you know? But so we love Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, exciting times.
Yeah, we're going to dress up the mansion when it's finished, if it ever is. And we'll get some treaties and we'll put the address out and everyone can come over for a party.
What do you do when somebody knocks on your door though and says trick or treat and you say trick?
Well, then you've got to be prepared to trick them.
Yeah, what tricks do you have up your sleeve?
I don't... Oh.
See?
Wait, no, do I choose it though or do they?
Well, I don't know. It's like,
because they're saying trick or treat. Yeah, so
I'll be like, knock, knock, knock. You open up.
Hi.
Trick or treat.
Treat. Here's a treat.
No, but how would you do a trick?
No, but you don't get the option.
Who gets the option?
Me. But I could do some tricks just for you, Cal, so that the one person that comes to my door says, trick. I say, okay, get eggs. All right, let me get my eggs. You asked for it.